The 1897 Journey of Taiwan Indigenous to Japan. The National Taiwan Library and Tsinghua University are collaborating on the execution of the Ministry of Education's Grant for Digital Humanities Projects for Social Education Institutions. In this year's project, the project team is leveraging the National Taiwan Library's publication, Taiwan Indigenous Tourism Journals to Japan, as the foundation to develop digital educational materials, interactive experiential learning content, and related derivative designs. The project team not only utilizes the National Taiwan Library as a practical field for the application and manifestation of knowledge in the humanities and social sciences, but also integrates Tsinghua University's expertise in digital technology, showcasing our outstanding innovation in the humanities. Subsequent teaching demonstrations and promotions will be conducted in partnership with Jiangsu International Creative Technical High School. Taiwan Indigenous Tourism Journals to Japan was edited by Fujin Yoshiharu, a technician under the employment of the Government General of Taiwan, and provides a detailed account of the itinerary for the first visit of Taiwan's indigenous people to Japan arranged by the Government General of Taiwan in August 1897. The book includes background information on the 10 indigenous participants, observations recorded during their 29-day journey, and Fujin Yoshiharu's post-event reflections and recommendations. Through this visit report, readers not only gain a sense of the amazement and bewilderment of Taiwan's indigenous people as they set foot on Japanese soil, encountering foreign customs and novel experiences, but also explore the differences in ethnic consciousness, lifestyles, and cultural perspectives between Taiwan's indigenous people and the Japanese colonial rulers through Fujin's descriptions. These differences are vividly portrayed through their dialogues and behaviors, making it a significant and thought-provoking aspect of the book. Here is an overview of their itinerary. On August 2nd, indigenous participants gathered in Taipei and proceeded to the office of the Governor-General of Taiwan. Deputy Governor-General Tatsufumi Naofumi explained the purpose of their journey and provided instructions. On August 3rd, the delegation departed from Taipei and took a train to Keelung. On the same day, they boarded the ship Fusan Maru, bound for Japan. After several days of travel at sea, the delegation arrived at their first destination, Nagasaki, on August 6th. They had a brief tour of factories before continuing their journey north. On August 7th, the delegation passed through Moji and entered the Seto Naikai. On the 8th, the ship sailed to Ujina, now part of Hiroshima, where they had the opportunity to witness Japan's military facilities and logistical supplies. On August 9th, the delegation arrived in Kobe, where they visited the Kawasaki shipyard and the Minatogawa shrine. They observed the orderly cityscape and clean streets of Japan. On August 10th, the delegation took a train from Kobe to Nagoya. During the journey, they observed farm operations in Japan and various crops, and also visited a local textile factory. On August 11th, the delegation reached its final destination, Tokyo, and remained there until August 21st. During their stay in Tokyo, the delegation engaged in various activities and visits, including visiting the Imperial Palace and Nijibashi, hiking up Mount Atago to catch a panoramic view of Tokyo, paying a visit to the Imperial Hotel, where they met with the Taiwan Governor-General, Nogi Maesuk, and explored the hotel's facilities and gardens. They also had the opportunity to bathe in the hotel's baths and wear tailor-made traditional Japanese kimonos. Additionally, they visited Ueno Park, museums, and the zoo, and they also explored the local market activities in Asakusa, where they enjoyed watching revolving displays and acrobatic performances. Furthermore, the delegation visited the Kanegafuchi Spinning Company, Ryunkaku, paid their respects at Yasukuni Shrine, and toured Yushukan Museum. Afterward, there were special arrangements to visit the Aomori Military Training Ground, Imperial Japanese Army Tokyo Arsenal, and shooting school to observe military exercises and artillery firing. They also visited the Tokyo Ordnance Depot in the Shibaku, Tokyo Naval Arsenal, Yokosuka Shipyard, and the warships inside the facility. On August 21st, the delegation officially left Tokyo and traveled to Osaka. On August 22nd, the delegation made an impromptu stop at Hakone Station to welcome the Japanese Emperor's train, allowing them to witness the Emperor in person. The group then stayed in Osaka for 2 days, visiting Osaka Castle, the Osaka Mint Bureau, and the Osaka Arsenal. On August 24th, after visiting Tennoji and the Asahi Shimbun's printing facilities, they hurried to Kobe in the afternoon and boarded the Yuraheim Maru, which departed on the same day, returning to Taiwan. Based on the itinerary described in the previous historical records, this project combines expertise from the fields of history, geography, and literature to collect data and explore content. The goal is to reconstruct the image and background of Taiwan's indigenous people in the late 19th century as accurately as possible, such as by integrating key topics from this historical context to extract engaging and meaningful dialogues and perspectives. Furthermore, the project aims to develop educational materials, quiz banks, and teaching aids suitable for 12-year basic education that not only respond to the cross-era demands of the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, but also make learning interesting, fun, and engaging. Therefore, we have titled this project, Dialogues at the Turn of the Century, Taiwanese Indigenous People's First Experience of Imperial Japan. The project consists of 5 animated short film episodes, employing character creation and scene construction. The project also includes the development of relevant background knowledge, storyline, and learning materials to expand and invigorate educational applications. Furthermore, the development of VR and AR educational tools is employed to enhance the engagement of students, aiming to stimulate their interest in Taiwanese cultural and historical contexts. This, in turn, is envisaged to foster a continued interest and exploration of learning.